What's up? What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's review. So hit the hammer, cause you came through. Ew. So I'm talking about today. Presume innocent. You know my people come up to the building yet. So I want to know what y'all think about the episode. What the basically, I think we're gonna end up going through the whole thing tonight. I'm trying to give people enough time to get here. What's up, Suburbia? Thanks for coming through. Um, let me. I was still trying to set everything up. I'm still kind of setting up my stuff. So in the meantime, in between time, let me just let y'all rock out to the intro while I set everything up. All right.
I will put the diamond down.
Put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. I'm Queens. I got Queens in the building. I got BX in the building. I got Harlem in the building, and I got the transplant that moved from New York to Atlanta. So New York is in the building, y'all. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. I thought this was. I'm waiting for the ladies to come. They getting ready to come through. Oh, okay. BX is here. I just heard the doorbell ring. I hear her ringing the doorbell because she trying to get in and get in her seat in the building. BX. What's up, Tamika?
Hey
What's up,
y'all,
Tamika? How are you?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was busy all day. We got so we're talking about presumed innocent. I wanted to know your thoughts overall on the series.
Oh, I enjoyed this series, and I think I had mentioned before that I was real skeptical of it because I was like, wait a minute, isn't this a remake? Didn't Harrison Ford do this movie? And I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal seemed like he wanted to do a lot of remakes lately because we had another movie with him
The
on
Row
Prime.
House, right?
Yes. But once
Mm-hmm.
I started watching, I was like, okay, I like where this is going. Y'all got me in this now. Mm-hmm.
Change your background, Candy. Yes, you know what I liked about it? It had you thinking somebody did it different almost in every episode.
Yeah, I kept jumping around. I was like, wait a minute, it was a lot of suspicious people on my radar.
Right. It was a lot of suspicious people on my radar too. Um but before we, oh god, my mouse is going all over the place. My mouse done connected to my iPad and I was trying to move it. Let me see. I'm gonna bring Kenzie Love in. What's up, Kenzie?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We don't
Hey,
see you.
Candy.
You don't see me?
Uh-uh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
Yeah.
I just
So
restarted
what?
my computer, so hopefully it's good.
All right. So right now, tell us your overall thoughts, and then we're gonna see who's in the chat for now. Right now.
This was a very good series, from start to finish. It had a lot of twists and turns. It was like who done it? Who did it? Every time you look, I swear I was changing my mind about who did it. I went from I immediately went to Rusty automatically for some reason. He just is giving me I done it vibes. Then I went to every other lawyer, and it was like, okay, wasn't really going on, but it was a very good episode. I never saw the movie, so I didn't know what to expect. And I'm glad I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't have had any kind of thoughts about what it was going on. But yeah, it was very, very good. It was very good. I'm glad you recommended this to me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think you're 2 for 2.
This is
Oh,
like the second one I recommended that was good.
yeah.
Hey, Ginger Snaps.
Ginger.
What's up?
Hey y'all.
Okay,
Hey, hey.
I'm gonna see who's in the chat right now, and then I want your first thoughts on the whole series in this whole, like, don't go into too much details, but just let us know your first thoughts about this series and how it had you, if it had you hooked or things like that nature. Okay, so we got Sally here, we got Barbara Johnson, Tina, Lashandria, and Suburbia Jones. Lemon Kush Pepper, what's up?
Hey, hey,
I
hey.
forgot to send the link to the guys in the Discord. I really messed up today. I forgot to send that link to them too. Dang. Can somebody send the link to Detroit? Cause I forgot. I was busy, so I was busy all day where I didn't get to do it. So
Okay.
Inga, tell us about your thoughts about this series, Presumed Innocent, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I liked it. It was good.
I sound, it sound like I'm gonna like what you eating too.
I used some lemon pepper chicken wing. I just got finished eating some crab legs. Now I'm
Oh,
eating chicken
speaking of
wing.
that, where EJ? Ain't look, usually she be having a lemon kush pepper.
Oh, the lemon kush pepper. That's going to be
I mean, not
after
the lemon kush pepper. I mean
the
the
lemon
lemon
kush
pepper
pepper.
just wings. Look, I
That's
got
going to be
that
after
mixed
we
up with
finish
the
with the
other
live. Yeah, no, eating some chicken wings. I didn't want to be just smacking and eating it on the
Okay,
camera.
so overall, you thought it was good. So I'm asking this question. I asked you. The other lady said it too. In this series, did it have you thinking someone different did it at by the end of every episode?
I was thinking that he did it though. That's what I was thinking.
With
Yeah,
me, go ahead.
I was
So
thinking that the guy did it. Jake Gyllenhaal
you was
character.
thinking that Rusty did it the whole time? Cause
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I didn't realize the twist at the end, but yeah, I thought he did it.
so Candy started out with thinking it was Rusty. I thought it was Rusty in the beginning, but by the end of by the end of this episode, I felt like I had a problem with Tommy. Tommy don't like him and everything. But let me add it in. So Rusty Savage is a
I didn't say hi to Candy. Hi, Candy and Tamika.
oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
My bad. I know you just
Hey,
came in hot. You know, we was just
hey,
interested in
Chad. Hey, Chad.
the juicy food you was eating. So
I sent it to Detroit. Who else you wanted me to send it to?
uh Booby,
Okay.
if what was your first thoughts about this about Rusty and his movement in this first episode? Like, what was your thoughts about him overall, as far as his family, as far as his work life, and as far as his extracurricular activities?
So he was busy. I was surprised. I was like, "Oh, you getting it? You doing rest? Of we doing this?" I was very surprised, Moochie, about him and the way he was handling business with the lawyer lady. Like, sir, you did it for real.
Exactly.
I really thought he did it.
Yes. Tamika, jump on in. So at the beginning, did you think it was him? Like, with your what was your overall thoughts about his movement in this first episode?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't get to rewatch this episode, so I'm gonna try to remember. It's not really fresh in my head, but I believe right off the bat, I wasn't thinking that he did it. I felt like that would have been kind of too obvious if it was him, but I did feel like, isn't this a big conflict of interest that you find out that she was taken out and you had, relations with her and you work in the case? Like, we shouldn't be doing that. So that was already like a red flag.
Mhm.
Hey,
What's
Hey,
up,
what's up,
Detroit?
hey,
Detroit?
Moochie, I was gonna get you. I didn't even know
I
you was like.
No, but remember I told you I was going today, but I forgot to send out the
Yeah, it's all right.
I thought I sent you the original link before when I canceled it.
It's all good looking on Candy. I appreciate. How y'all doing? How y'all ladies doing?
All right. So Detroit, can you tell us your overall thoughts? Don't, not too much right now.
I ain't
Don't
gonna
put
do
on
too
your track
much.
shoes. Your overall thoughts on the series itself.
Uh, hey man, best show of the in my opinion, just my opinion. I think this is the best the best show. This and Mary Kingstown was the best shows in the summer. Just my opinion.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna put the Inga track shoes on, you know what I mean? But episode 2, I kind
I'm
of know
sitting over
who.
here minding my black business. I ain't saying nothing.
Hey,
I'm,
hey, hey, hey,
I'm sitting
Mookie.
here eating my chicken wings, minding my business, and wait till they
Hey,
call my
oh
name.
my bad. I,
That's it. It ain't me this time.
I kind of knew who did it in episode 2. But I ain't gonna say nothing, man.
Okay, that's my next question, Detroit. I'm glad you stumbled into it. Did this series have you thinking it was someone different by the end of every episode?
I know you're gonna probably talk about it next week, but episode 5, I thought it was the lawyer at
Okay,
first.
by then I thought it was him too. Since you already done
Yeah,
opened
I
the
kind of
floodgates,
I was
I
suspicious of
already
him.
know
He
y'all
was a little
ain't gonna be able
weirdo.
to contain yourself. So we just all over the place.
Well, he said it. That's the only reason why
Look,
I'm jumping
it's
in.
not on you.
He
It's
was a
not
weirdo.
Ginger
So I
Snaps. It's
thought that
not on
he
you
was the
tonight.
one.
It's not on you. He let the floodgates open, and I tried to tell him
Yeah.
not to.
Yeah, only
And
because
he still
he
ran
said
around that
something. Yeah.
track with Forrest Gump. Okay.
No, Miss Kara, I don't have on no track shoes. I got on my flip flops. I
But
ain't
I
got no
never.
track shoes on today. That is
No,
Detroit over
no,
there
no, no.
with
But
the
hold on,
Adidas on.
but hold on though. Episode it switched every episode though.
That's what I mean. We cool with it though. We go.
Okay.
I just wanted to have clips, and I thought I was gonna be able to get clips of. But I'll say it later. But
His wife
I
was a
couldn't get
rider.
that much. It was hard for me to get certain things.
His wife was a rider though. Because if it was me, I would have been got rid of her, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
she was too.
she was a rider, man.
I think
Yeah,
she was too.
I went from being skeptical of him to definitely having my eye on Tommy. Then at one point, I don't remember the female lawyer, but I had my eye on her. And the first look that his son gave him, I had my eye on him. I said, wait a minute, did this son go over here and do something? So I definitely was hopping from person to person.
Yeah. So I was hopping from
I
person
never
to
suspected
person.
the wife. I always suspected that.
Nah, I suspected the wife at one moment for a minute when she was
I
wiping that
suspected
bike
Jake
down.
Gyllenhaal and then also
Yeah, I thought
that
she was
lawyer, the
covering
weirdo
for the
guy.
son.
I
That's
thought
what I
she
was
was, yeah,
thinking.
that's what me and you talked about one day on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think he was covering for the son. Hey, One
Yeah.
Journey, how you been? Okay, so what? So we already was he obsessed with her to where it was kind of scary, y'all?
Yeah,
Like
he was.
where this is where you was thinking, man, did he really do this?
Yeah, he was definitely obsessed. He was stalking the hell out of her. That was not healthy at all. Not natural in no way, shape, or form.
He wasn't the only one obsessed with her either.
She must have some good coochie.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
She got that different. She got that different kind.
Yeah, she got it when you
She
seeing.
got to do tricks and acrobats.
he
And
was
Yeah, you
he was cheating and simping.
You seeing the stuff. You seeing it like Lucky Charms, pink cards, yellow moon.
That boy
Yeah,
was.
everything.
He went from the chocolate to the ice cream. The ice cream was good to him because he cheated on his wife.
The series had a different guilty person than the presumed innocent the movie. Definitely. I thought the twist was nice myself because if you sort of the original, it ended a different way. And now I want to hold on to that because I want to know if y'all want to revisit and do
The movie was
watch the
trash to me.
original
I'm
movie
sorry.
with Harrison Ford. It probably had
I
a
ain't
lot
seen
of
that movie in so long. I forgot.
Trash,
I want to
man.
watch it if it's too much like how can I say it? When I tried to do that with American Gigolo, I couldn't get through it because it was like it dragged and it dragged and it dragged and the storyline was totally different. So I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take a look, see at it, and maybe I'll talk about it in a whole. If not, I'll do something different.
Who
Moving
produced
on.
the? I mean, the movie was bad. I mean, I ain't like the movie, man.
Oh, so you went and tried to watch it after, or you remember you do, or
No,
do
no,
you
my mom.
remember
I
what
remember when I
it
was
years
young,
ago?
my mother used to was watching that, and I always used to. I mean, you watch the original, you kind of could predict what happened early.
Mm-hmm. This you couldn't do that, and
You couldn't do it.
I think that was cool that he did this. You know what? I don't know who said it on the panel first, but we did talk about Jake Gyllenhaal, and this is like his second remake that he's done. I believe
Yeah.
that was Tamika that mentioned that, and this
Mhm.
is his second remake that he did. To me, he did this one better because he did Roadhouse over, and I was kind of turned off by it. But
Mhm.
this one, he
I
won the
like
money
that one
with this
too,
one.
but I like this one better. I just like Jake Gyllenhaal anyway.
Yeah, I like. Don't get me wrong, I like the movie. I
Yeah.
just wish
Mhm.
it's the Patrick Swayze thing that had me
Yeah.
kind of like with it.
And
Um,
you
No,
know,
no,
I'm
that's right.
not
You ain't
one
lying
for
about that.
remakes. I'm always saying like, please get some new ideas, but
Exactly.
yeah.
Suburbia Jones talking about Inga 71 have that snapper. Ow.
It would Suburbia would say that.
You.
Please hit
No,
the
this was
like button, y'all.
this was
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
series. I liked it.
It was real good. Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
has
I got
replay value too.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so
Mhm.
let's talk about Carolyn and were they in college together? This was like he went to college with his wife, and I think everything was such a fast pace with his relationship. And then he started at this law firm, and being that these two worked together as colleagues a lot, of relationship spark. But it got a little kind of obsessive uh on it got a little obsessive on Rusty's part. What were your thoughts about the beef that incurred with him and Tommy? Do you think this was all because of Carolyn?
I
He was
actually think it
Tommy,
was.
but Tommy was that creep dude, right? He was in love with her too.
Yeah, that's why I
Mhm.
asked that
Yeah, he
question.
was in love with her too. He was a creep.
I mean, sadly, he was a creep. She had three guys that was in love with her.
Yes,
That's the
it was
crazy
a
part.
couple of people obsessed with her.
Her,
Yeah.
her vagina must have been good, man.
Oh
God
Lord.
damn.
I swear to God,
Well, Tommy seemed like he
that shit
didn't
must
even
be
get to
golden.
smell it, and he still was open. I think he was already jealous of Rusty, but that
Because
probably
of
was the
that.
icing on the cake too. Like, yeah, why the hell she would want to deal with him and not deal with me?
Mhm.
He looked
So we
nasty.
know that Carolyn is taken out. Please refrain from saying KI double hockey sticks and
Mhm.
the M word
Okay.
right now, because I just got out of YouTube jail, y'all. Okay,
Hmm.
so please
My friend,
watch y'all mouths, okay? So what I was gonna say is he came to this scene, and I was kind of worried about Raymond, his partner. I like their relationship. What was your thoughts about him asking him all of this and him bringing up everything about one of the cases that they worked on, which he's trying to steer this uh investigation in another direction?
He talking to his apprentice. You know what I mean? I think that was his mentor, the lawyer guy.
Mhm.
You know what
I
I mean?
think so too.
Because he kind of knew he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Even though
well, his wife didn't think so. The
his
wife
wife
couldn't
didn't
stand
think
him.
so.
Yeah,
She
she
wasn't
did.
having it.
She seemed
The
like
wife
she
wasn't
thought
having it.
she was pissed off from the whole thing from the beginning, that he didn't tell him, and she thought he did it from the get-go. Once they started finding out little pieces by pieces by pieces, his wife was all on it. I
Mhm.
and
I, this
um
is not putting the track shoes on though, ladies, but she wasn't wrong. I mean, at the end, when we get to it in about a week, she wasn't wrong.
no,
I mean,
she
she
wasn't
was wrong, but she was. I'm just saying like this. She was close.
right. So I mean, the way he was putting this in it. This is when I was starting to think he did it, because he kept bringing everything up, and he was doing a lot of stuff that was suspect by telling people, "Oh, don't bring everything to me." When he said that to him about the evidence, and these two guys got it, and they don't like Rusty to begin with. So we're gonna talk about Nico. No, not Nico. Tommy and this doctor. And I wanted to know y'all thoughts about their whole interaction. And now, do you think these two set
He was
them
an asshole.
do you think these two set Rusty up with that whole DNA thing? Because remember, him and Tommy and his partner, the one that talks really crazy, Nico. he he said, do it seem like he set him up when they did that whole thing with the DNA? Because I thought he was kind of like setting them up with that whole DNA when they had this sidebar conversation. What was y'all take on that?
I didn't trust them. First of all, when Rusty came back to him and was like, "How come I didn't know about this other evidence or whatever?" And I forget the excuse he gave him, but I didn't like his attitude. I ain't trust him. He was another one that was a hater, and I wasn't putting it past him that he would have wanted to set him up, because Rusty choked him up, didn't he? He got pissed off.
Yeah, he was, but the guy was nasty though.
Yeah,
he had an attitude.
He was, but do you think we find out later why? Because they had like a run-in together, and it looked like Rusty was about to put hands on dude.
Yeah, I don't think he set him up though.
I don't think he set him up. They just was doing some thorough stuff. But it was two specimens there.
Right.
And yeah, he didn't report it. I feel like he was sloppy on his job. And then he was mad that he was getting called out on it. Yeah.
That's the part I was talking about. That's what they hid. When he came there and had that sidebar conversation, that's what he was talking about, hiding back that other specimen that they had. So,
now, can I ask you a question? Is this the
yeah, no, y'all could go where y'all want with this.
This leading to the when they get more evidence about, the stuff on his fingers, and they finally, suspect, ain't suspect, but they basically said that she was pregnant with his kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people in the office knew that they were like dealing. Like they seen stuff.
But he didn't know that
like whenever I'm sorry.
No, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say, I feel like whenever there's an office romance going on, sometimes even when it's not, people just still speculate. You have your rumors. So the fact that so many of them was acting like they was completely shocked and had no type of clue, and how could he be doing something like that? And then it was the other ones that was like, yeah, we were
people
seeing
be knowing
around.
Yeah, people be knowing.
It's always those rumors, always.
The secretary, he knew. She knew.
Yeah, she knew.
I felt like she kind of was.
And I felt like she wanted it to be her. I was
I
was jealous.
Yeah, she did seem a little jealous.
Yeah, remember those two didn't like each other. Her and Carolyn did not like her. I forgot her name. Dag, I got the casting up here too. But I know those two didn't like each other, and she had a problem with her. So she said it on the stand. She was honest with her whole thing. She was honest with her whole get up. Like, she really was forthcoming with telling how she felt about each individual there. And she told the truth. And sometimes she told a little bit too much truth when she was up there. They didn't have to know about that conversation that they had in the garage. Nobody knew about that argument that her and Rusty had, that Carolyn and Rusty had. She's the only one that saw it. I thought when she did that, she kind of did it like she kind of put a dagger in it, but it
But
did make me
remember that Tommy had also kind of went to her and basically threatened her because she didn't want to testify, and then she was saying she wasn't gonna say nothing against him. But it seemed like they was basically trying to say, if you don't get up there and testify, then you're gonna lose your job. So once they did that, I guess she said, "Whatever, I'm about to get up here and say every damn thing. I don't give a damn."
I feel what
Mm-hmm.
Moochie saying though. She didn't. You only tell what you need to tell though. They ain't need to know all that.
I did like the fact. What did y'all think about the fact of her saying that Carolyn had said every time she thinks about him, she didn't want to work with him, and he gave her it.
He
Yeah.
was a creep.
Yeah,
The guy was a creep. I mean, he looked like a
Yeah.
slime ball.
yeah.
I don't mean no harm. This actor, every time I see him, he looked like this. It's just
But
look.
I
Yeah.
was also glad she said that because Carolyn's son kept saying that she mentioned somebody at work that she didn't want to be around that disgusted her. And he was assuming it was Rusty, but it was like, nah, she could have been talking about Tommy. If she didn't tell you no name specifically, then, we don't know that it was Rusty. So when she said that, it kind of confirmed what the son was saying.
Yeah. I feel like they was in cahoots with each other. I thought so too with these two. I felt like they was in cahoots because they ain't like him and they was ready to really give it to him, and they felt like he was guilty too. They felt like I feel like once they had him on the hook, they didn't even bother to look for nobody else.
No, they didn't.
But he's a terrible lawyer though. No, man, he's not really
No,
that
go
good,
ahead.
man.
You can say it.
Oh,
Why
he's
you
not
think
really.
he's a terrible lawyer? Who, Tommy?
Yeah, because technically, with the right lawyer, they would have been able to prove, even though he didn't do it, they would have been able to prove that he did it. You know what I mean? Like he didn't do a good job to present. Even his partner in crime said, "Man, you just can't let stuff go."
Yeah, his
He was.
partner wasn't even a good lawyer either. I
I
think
mean,
both of them
kind of.
were.
He was.
He was too worried about his. He just got into that. Speaking of that, he just got into that office and stuff like that.
Right.
That he was Dag, I don't know. I thought I had. He just got into that position because he was running for office, and that whole thing. He was trying to. To me, he seemed like he was trying to bury his Rusty's colleague, his mentors, political career, so he couldn't come back from that because it was a chance that he was gonna run again and stuff like that. So he seemed like he was doing the most to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely was. Nico was just worried about the political aspect of it, and Tommy was just worried. It felt like he just wanted revenge, like he wanted to take Rusty down because he already didn't like him, and he believed that he did it. So that was his main goal.
Yeah.
So what was y'all thoughts about this Rusty going to this house to check out, talk to this son and stuff like this? This is before that he's not a suspect yet, Rusty. He's going here on his own to get some certain information, but I think he was going on his own also to try to see if anybody else was linked to this. What's your take on that?
I felt like he was doing too damn much. And it was weird that he didn't even know that she was married and didn't even know about this part of her life. Well, I guess she kept it separate. It's not like she was trying to have a relationship with the son anyway. So that was kind of weird within itself. But then,
Man, they was down bad. She was married, he was married. That joke was bad, man.
But she wasn't. She was divorced from her husband because he was saying she compartmentalizes
That is
her
right.
life.
That is right.
So she was keeping everything kind of separate from them, where they didn't even know people that she worked with, and he didn't even know that Rusty didn't even know that she had a son.
That's crazy.
Right. She never even mentioned it.
And she knows about his whole family and everything.
Because he was in love with that.
Right.
I'm not.
Because I mean, no, man, because it seemed like.
What was y'all thoughts about the husband? The ex-husband, excuse me.
He kind of weird to me too. Honestly, like when you let your son say all them dogs.
Oh yeah, they was weird. The
Say
husband
all them
and
cuss
the
words to your
son.
mama. I don't care how much you don't get along with your mama or whatever. If you don't live with your mama, you don't supposed to be cussing your mama out like that. That was
Right.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
I
And
And then
think
why would you sitting
that's
there
those
creeping
type of
around
people
in
that
in
do
the
that.
window, taking pictures of your mother?
yeah,
Yeah, he was a
Something was
weirdo.
wrong. Something was off with him.
and the
Yeah,
daddy
He
was
looked
something
acting.
like
off with him.
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
looked like he might be one of these people to go and do something,
But when he looked like this, I said he looked like he could have did it too. When
Yeah.
I seen him this first time, I saw, oh, he looked like he probably got mad at his
He,
mother because of this dude,
he
because of
kind of.
Rusty.
I
I
wouldn't be
mean,
surprised.
I bet you the jury was low key could convince that he might have had something to do with it. He was acting crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, man. You can't be letting your son, what I mean, cuss out your mama like say on words like
I
that.
know. I
That's
know
No,
that was
terrible.
disrespectful.
no, he was awful. And it was like the father just was oblivious. He seemed like he was a broken man. Like whatever she did or however she exited the marriage messed him up. You know how some people can't recover once
Uh
they
huh.
end up losing
Mm-hmm.
their relationship or whatever. He seemed like that type of person.
Yeah, he
I
never
think
recovered.
hey Candy, I think he was. I don't think his son meant all. I think the daddy was telling the son to say that in a
I don't know.
text message. I
He
don't
looked
think no
foolish.
son that sick to telling his mom all that though. I would never do that to my mother.
Yeah, but he probably was angry. Not only did he go through his parents getting a divorce, but then think about your mother saying she don't want nothing to do with you, and you still a
Mm-hmm.
kid.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
I don't think his mama. They told us that, but I don't think the mother really was. I mean, she was a bad mother, but I don't think she really. I think it was something going on between her and her ex husband.
So you think the daddy they was making that stuff up? The daddy was making it up?
I think the daddy was making it up. To be honest with you,
Mm.
like what mother ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with their son? Come on now.
Well,
I
what are you
mean,
talking
but
about? It's a whole
nobody
lot
knew.
of mothers that don't want
This
stuff to
ain't
do with their
playing up.
yeah,
children.
there's some
Yeah.
mothers that's like
I
It's
that.
a
mean, but
lot of
not, but
mothers that's trash too.
There's some
So
more.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
I mean,
mothers.
No,
It's some
it,
mothers that don't even
there's a lot of mothers that
really
don't fool
talk
with
to
their
their
kids.
kids and stuff like that. And she seemed
Mm-hmm.
like if nobody at work knew about her kid, she
Like
not
she was
talking
trying
about
to
it.
keep
She's
that
trying to
like completely.
There's a lot of mothers.
Yeah,
It's just
keep her
especially
life
when
separate.
they was sleeping together. You mean to tell me he knows nothing about her and she knows everything about him?
It seemed like she worked for how you work for the CIA or those government where you can't discuss your family. She act like she worked for one of those organizations or
she,
something like
pro-
a KBG or something like that. Like
yeah, yeah. Sometimes
Mhm.
it ain't. Sometimes you don't want nobody to know nothing about your family. You want to get your job done and get up out of there.
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah. But then like some parents, I got to go pick my kid up from practice. I got to go to the parent meeting. Like you ain't never had to do none
Exactly.
of
You
that.
mean to tell me you ain't have to take off because this kid was sick or something like that?
There's a lot of mothers that's trash. Not all of mothers.
Yeah,
People
right.
assume because you gave birth that you love your children. That is
Yeah,
not
I
the
know a
case.
lot of some mothers may
Yeah.
not be nurturing and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but I'm just like baffled with this that you threw yourself into work like this and then had an affair and got yourself so invested in Rusty's life that you're not paying attention to your child. That's
It
kind of
Maybe
don't
she
messed
just don't
up.
surprise
like her
me.
husband. That's why she don't like her child. Maybe that's why.
So let's talk about Rusty's family. Let's talk about the Savage family. What were your thoughts? Look, we going all over with this. You know why I got the daughter there? Did everybody, since we gonna talk about it in a whole, did this whole thing with the daughter shock y'all?
Yes.
What you talking about?
But she told us she told us though. You talking about the whole you talking about all
Yeah,
episodes,
we
right?
talking
just
about it in
lost
a
track.
No,
whole.
Okay.
the daughter. Listen, the daughter and the son. I'm telling y'all, I kept jumping between them because the
Me
first
too.
time he mentioned going to the funeral, the face that the son gave him, and then the daughter comes to him 2 different times, saying, "Wasn't they telling him to say he was guilty?" And then
The
the
daughter,
next time,
the son said it.
yeah, the son said that, and then she comes telling him, "Well, sometimes you may do things and then forget you did them." It was like, why would you say something like that to him? They kept
Where
trying
did you
to,
come up with that?
yeah,
Like
it
what
was
part?
weird.
Yes,
When
that
she
was
said
like
that, I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Y'all probably thought it was his son because he was he was riding that bike and everything.
Yeah, and I was
They had
thinking
him
it
on
was him.
camera.
Right, I was
Yeah.
thinking it was him before they even showed him on the bike. Then when they showed him, I said, "Oh." Then I was wondering if they did it together. And when the mother was wiping down the bike, I'm like, "She's covering
She
up
in
for
on
him."
it too.
She knew that he went there. Yeah, girl. I just knew I was piecing it together.
And then I'm like, okay, now with the car, how you not know your car been moved? Like, how you don't know your gas hand and moved a little bit? Like, something ain't right.
Yeah.
Everybody in cahoots with this whole entire thing because
But
the family, y'all in cahoots. The whole family was in cahoots.
Don't y'all think that's rusty? For why is he letting his kids know with his no man, I'm gonna leave that alone. Why is you letting them? Why you let him know the person that you sleep another woman you sleeping with other than your wife? How they know where she live at?
Yeah.
The lady
that
was so
weird.
nice to open up the door. This is the thing though, right? Because you said we could
Because
talk about
I
it,
felt
right?
like they was already probably at
Well,
gatherings and interacting with each other before that. And remember, the wife already knew about the affair, and then he lied and said it was over. They in counseling for it, so I think it was just like at this point, and it's not like they couldn't just look her up either.
Then she was pregnant.
Before y'all get there, did you see how the daughter freaked out when they took the computer, her laptop? I think we getting in season number 2.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Do y'all think that's gonna come back in season number 2? Put a hammer up in the chat if y'all think that whole thing with
I don't think so.
They renewed this for another season.
Yeah, they renewed it for
they got renewed for season number 2.
I think it's gonna be like a anthology. I think it's gonna be a completely different type of.
It's gonna be another different case.
It can't be the same story,
right.
We already know the ending of this story.
No, it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be the same cast. I think it's a new cast.
Right. I think
it's gonna be totally different because we done already wrapped the story up.
So okay, that's all I had to ask. I wanted to ask that simple question because I heard about the season 2 and stuff like that. I didn't know the story.
No, but it's called Presumed Innocent, so it could be another story.
Getting the update though.
I wouldn't mind seeing an update, but I would also like seeing another case.
Yeah, I want to see another case, but I want to see an all black cast.
Yeah,
there was a black cast though.
Yeah, technically, that's what they'll say.
Yeah, I mean, biracial family, but them kids was black.
No, no. I got eyeballs.
Okay, they didn't. They followed Rusty. Yeah, they did follow him because he said, "I want." Because when he confronted his son about it, he said, "Why was you going there? Why was you going there?" He said, "I wanted to know why you wanted to go there."
Exactly.
I was glad that he said what he said to him.
Man, that lady ought to be ashamed of herself for opening up that door. I would have called her daddy for real, because you open up the door like you've been knowing enough for years. I mean, like, what are you doing?
Do y'all think that Tommy wanted to embarrass him? That's why he did the whole warrant thing in the morning and all of that other stuff. This was a colleague that worked with him. He could have offered him some type of courtesy, but I think
he didn't give a damn about him being no colleague.
Exactly. I know he just did it because he ain't like it, but I think y'all bring it up.
My man
I want to hear what type
him.
Of stuff y'all was gonna say. I was like, look at this motherfucker. Because I was talking to my TV. He did this on purpose just to jack him up, just to embarrass him. And they want to make him look bad too because his political thing. They want to make sure he doesn't even come back from there.
Do the walk of shame.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I was like kind of feeling like I was like, that's messed up how they doing him. So let's talk about how he keeps reminiscing about this woman where he's still obsessing over her. What was y'all thoughts about him when he was defending himself and how he confessed his love to her during his own trial? Do you think he just did it to get off, or was he being sincerely honest with it, y'all? Come on with it. Who gonna answer first?
He said he was obsessed with thinking about it. He was thinking about that vagina, man. Come on now, that thing was powerful.
Okay, well,
he was dreaming about it.
He was annoying me. Every time we turned around, he was daydreaming about that damn thing. He was dreaming about it, waking up about it.
He was not in love with his wife. He was in love with his lady.
Let's stop it, lady. Stop it. You know what I mean. Let's keep it a bug. When y'all had y'all, you know what I mean, something that was good for y'all.
What
You
my
know,
yeah, when I had
yeah,
my yeah, I was like
yeah,
yeah,
when y'all had
yeah.
yeah, and then y'all act up, and y'all ain't
Yeah,
talking no
that's
more.
what I
It
call
was
my yeah.
y'all was sitting there thinking about that thing. Don't keep it a buck.
Yeah, I sure
Mm-hmm.
was thinking about my yeah.
Be in church thinking about it. Like, Lord, I'm gonna be
Mhm.
And
praying
that's
right
how
now.
Come on, he sent her like
Lord,
100
I
and
know
something
that's
texts.
right.
It was
Preach,
too much.
preach.
I did feel like he was being honest, but I felt
Mhm.
bad that his wife and his kids was hearing about that. Like, oh gosh. But I guess
Yeah.
that was supposed to like make you feel even more like, well, he being honest because he's saying all this in front of his wife and kids. It was too much.
his wife was
That's
trying
right,
to get
Miss
they
Kara. Daydreaming,
his
daydreaming,
wi-
and I'm
Yeah.
thinking of you.
his wi-
Daydreaming,
Yeah,
and
his
I'm
Kim, he
thinking
be
of
in
you.
church thinking,
That's
child. Like, oh
right.
Lord, I can't wait.
You said not church. Why not in church? You be like,
Listen.
praise the
yeah, I know.
Lord,
Yeah, yeah. I think about that.
praise the Lord.
I
Look,
used to
cause I
think
called
about
it
them
my yeah.
moments.
You can, yeah, you can think about it in church
Yeah.
too.
Uh
So now
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
look.
with
Now
Kim
y'all
though.
know what a yeah is.
huh.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah,
bad
yeah,
for the wife.
yeah,
And he was thinking.
Yeah, I'm
I
with
yeah,
think
you, Kim though.
yeah. Oh
Moochie
yeah,
was Moochie was thinking about that. Yeah, too. He was in the shower thinking about that.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
yeah,
oh
telling you,
yeah.
that
yeah,
thing was
work it.
powerful, man.
Right. See, you can you got it in your head too.
Oh
Yeah,
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 oh
yeah, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
And then
Was
Yeah.
I
the
ain't gonna
daughter
dump.
taking a class in college about dissociative behavior? Initially, I thought she was in high school. No, she was the oldest. I believe she was
Oh,
in college. It's
oh,
the
I thought she
son
was
that's
high
in high
school.
school still.
I
Or
thought both
maybe
of them
I'm
was in
wrong.
high
Maybe
school.
she was
No,
taking college courses.
she was in college, and the son was still in high school.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I
Mhm.
thought.
Mm.
she didn't look. She looked like a high school age to me,
But
but
then
I.
she's the daughter of a lawyer, so he probably, they
Mhm.
probably know all kind of lingo and terminology and
Hmm
Mhm.
stuff. But I
She,
mean, it
cause
could
she
be
seemed
something
like
she said.
she's a daddy's girl, where she would sit on with him while he's
Mm,
looking at his casework and stuff like that. And he seemed like they had a very good relationship
mm-hmm,
where they talked to each other. But it was just like certain things with this girl. It had you like, wait a minute.
mm-hmm.
When she said the other thing that I forgot who brought it up in the chat. I was like, now I'm starting to think something with her, and that's when I went back and forth like Tamika between the son and the daughter. Anybody want to
Yeah, because
address
it seemed
anything
like they
else?
kept trying to get him to stop looking into things. Then they wanted him, don't defend yourself, don't get up there. I think that's a bad idea. And it just
Mm-hmm.
felt like it was deeper than them just being worried about him not being successful. It felt like you gonna catch me and you gonna know that it was me that did it.
They didn't want
Right.
him to defend himself because he a damn good lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He was
So
bodying that.
so let's talk about before we get to that. Before we get to that, let's talk about Raymond's wife and how she was a bad influence.
Hmm.
Look, she told her to go basically have an affair.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Y'all might be surprised. She ain't wrong.
No, that's
That
why I was going to ask y'all. Like, what was y'all thoughts about this?
she should
What
have got
was
it popping.
And
She should
what
have
was
got it
your
this
thoughts
popping.
about the lawyer that they hired? Everything that's in this picture, I want y'all to talk about that. And
this
then the
dude,
last thing we're going to talk about is, when we move
She
on
was
to the next thing. But go ahead. I'm
this
sorry.
this this dude at the bar, that's the brother of Kiki Palmer's baby daddy,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
the guy that
That's
she
the
be
brother.
fighting with.
Yeah, the
That's it.
brother.
That's
Mm-hmm.
the brother. Yeah. I thought she was gonna sleep with this dude at the bar.
Yeah.
she kissed him
I
in the
did
mouth.
too. She kissed him though. They had a lot in common. He was into art just like her, and they was just going to museums and stuff like that. What did y'all
Yeah, I
think
thought they was
about
going all
that?
the way.
She was
But
about
I
to take
feel
them
like
pants
she
off, man.
once she had to go to deep to me that day where they went through his laptop and the text messages, and she knew how many times he texted her. He was obsessive. He was texting her like 30, 40 times a day.
Yeah. That was a
He
lot
was
to
a
deal
soft,
with.
yeah.
And she lost her job because of it
Mm.
being public. She couldn't even go to work. So I didn't blame her for going over to this bar and needing her a drink. And I thought she was going to get some, extra things while she was over there too. I was surprised she didn't.
I thought so too. I thought she was gonna like act on it, but she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She kissed him though. She should have.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he had a baby on the way. That's it for me. It's a wrap, cuz. You had a
But
baby?
it would not no more. She going and the baby
I'm just
going
saying he
too.
had a baby. You
Oh,
created
the
another
dude,
you
yeah.
created another life with
Wait
this
a minute,
baby.
who had the baby on the way?
The
Carolyn.
bartender.
No, Carolyn.
No, we talking about Carolyn. We talking about the bartender.
No, I'm saying I would have dealt with the bartender because
so you saying you would have been done with it because he had a baby on the way?
You had a baby on the way. It's up from there.
Yeah.
You already broke the vows. So and you created a life.
I mean, I can forgive a lot, some stuff, but when the baby coming in, I'm like, nah, I ain't taking care of nobody else's baby.
No, they don't forgive no stuff because he still was up there talking about he was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. Saying
that was beyond because she already forgave it once. You tell her it was over.
So he kept doing it.
Finding out that you went back to her. Being accused of taking her out. She was pregnant and like, no, this is too much.
Well, he didn't know she was pregnant though, but he kept going over there.
Come on, man. He was running up in that like it was his.
He kept going. The lady even pushed him away. He's still going over there.
When they showed all of their little love scenes, it was passionate. It was passionate between them. They and even when they had
some passionate sex though.
He stayed with the wife because of the children.
Exactly.
He loved her. Yeah.
He did say that. And he said that was all he knew because it was like they went right from college to having babies. Then he got into his law career and it was like so rushed and stuff like that.
He was getting it in.
Suburbia says, I think Rusty kept thinking about it because it was forbidden fruit. I think it was more
that
than
definitely
that
was turning him on too. Yeah. It would probably definitely, what you ain't supposed to have. That do be exciting. You want it even more. But obviously he got more and more.
If he can meet her in the afterlife, he definitely gonna get it.
Dang, Detroit.
Okay, so the therapist told Rusty it sounded like Carolyn wanted to do a threesome because she asked him if his wife did what she did in the bedroom. I think that might have been just pillow talk to make them.
She wanted to know so she can keep doing what she's doing.
Exactly.
She can do it on the handstand.
I'm gonna be honest. If he was, she was asking that man, he should have made that happen then.
Wait a minute. What now? Wait a minute. Rewind. Repeat that again. She should have let him do what now?
He should have made it happen. Then he already over there having passionate sex with this woman. Well, I mean, he married. Why not? Just saying.
Okay, so I don't believe in a coincidence. There's more to the bartender that meets the eye. Well, right now, if it's not going to be a second season, I think that's that with the bartender.
Yeah,
because I thought at first they was gonna.
I think they're gonna drag have another family, another whole thing on the next season.
Yeah,
it's gonna kind of be like how True Detective. It's gonna kind of be like that.
Something like that. I'm all for something like that. Something different every season.
Yeah.
But seriously though, he was wrong for cheating on his wife. He should have never cheated on his wife. His wife should have got that get back, and she should have left his goofy self.
What was your thoughts with Raymond, the way she was stepping to her husband about this whole entire case? That's the lady on the bottom. That's the lady on the bottom. Raymond, the lawyer.
I was going to ask you what you think about this lawyer and her wig.
Oh, look. You know what? I'm not gonna address that issue.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, it did look like that.
Her like Dora,
like a mushroom.
Got her looking bad. They got her looking like a white woman.
But she looked. I thought she was a good lawyer, though. I thought she was a good lawyer.
Oh, she was a good lawyer. No, I'm just making fun of the wig.
She was a good lawyer for what she had to do. She ain't really do nothing. Really.
Nah, she didn't have to because Rusty.
Well, he wasn't letting her do nothing. Yeah.
He wasn't
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, because he probably would have lost. He know what he doing.
But she had to step in because the other man. That was crazy when that man fell out in the courtroom.
Hold on, and we coming back next week.
Before we get there, let me ask y'all about his son one more time. He asked him if he did it at the dinner table. So
he just wanted to know.
No, but but he did that before he saw him on the bike. Remember, he saw his son on the bike in those pictures, and his son had asked him if he did it before that. So that's why I'm like, how long did he say that? And was he really riding past there?
He rode past there to see what was going on for real.
Okay.
And did his sister? Did he know that his sister had did it, or
That's
did he
what
have an
I'm at.
idea?
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
he knew. I think he just was watching his father the same way that Carolyn's son was watching her. They could have met up
Uh-huh.
and been watching them together.
Everybody watching everybody. Yeah.
Right.
Because the way that little girl did that lady, like, girl, how you did that?
But let's
Man,
talk about this whole thing when they had to go on his trial. We're gonna talk about him talking to Carolyn's son, that whole interrogation, and then we're gonna talk about Rusty defending his life, and then we're gonna talk about Raymond having that whole. It looked like he had a heart attack in the courtroom, and Rusty had to work on him. Which
that
one
was
y'all want to
episode
address
5, right?
first?
That was
He had a stroke, didn't
he had
Yeah,
no, he
he
had a
had an
heart attack.
Yeah,
anxiety
heart
attack.
attack.
They said.
he?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
He ain't had no
Which one
stroke.
y'all want to address first? I know y'all started talking about that, so Inga, you go ahead and say what you want to do with that, because I was shocked with that whole scene. I was
Oh
thrown
no,
off
it was.
that.
I'm just saying it was just shocking. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
I
was
knew
one of my
something was
old ish
going on
moments.
because they kept showing him having these dreams and his head being blown up and all that, but when he was the way he was just looking in the courtroom and he was sweating profusely, I said he
Mhm.
about to have a stroke or a heart attack,
I
something to
think
that
his.
nature, whatever it was, an
Mhm.
aneurysm or something like that. Yeah, that was crazy.
I think his wife knew what was gonna happen also, for the
She didn't
simple
want him to take
fact.
the case. Remember?
When,
She didn't
remember
want
in
him
the
to
morning when he was getting ready, and I was watching him eat all that bacon. I was looking at all that, and that's when it happened that afternoon. That's when I went to the heart attack. I did think he had a heart attack. What was y'all take on it? This is the one that went to go talk to the last guy that they was trying to pin it on, that was already locked up. They was trying to say that he had a partner. So remember, this is the cop that went there after and was questioning him. And remember, Rusty and her went there to go visit him to offer him a deal. So I'm like, how the heck they found out about all of that?
Because Rusty be doing too much. He's a horrible
Mhm.
client to have, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
he don't listen. Like if the
Mm-mm.
things they advise of him, he still would go off and do what he felt like doing. I know you trying to clear your name and everything, but instead of him taking it to them, he going. I'm like, now why are you here? And then she told him not to talk too much, and he still was talking too damn much. Anything they tell him to do, he do the opposite.
What was y'all thoughts on the judge?
The judge was solid.
I thought she was fair, yeah,
I
and she
thought
was
she was
even
fair
giving him
too, but she was
warnings
getting
too.
pissed off with
Oh, I
them.
like the
Yeah.
judge. I like that lady.
The
She was
judge,
getting pissed
She
off
wasn't
with
taking
all
no
of their
mess.
antiques.
she
She wasn't
was.
taking no mess off of them.
Mm-hmm.
She offered him. She said, "We can, you can get a mistrial." He didn't want it.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Yep.
glad he didn't take the deal, because he knew he didn't do it.
Right.
And then what was y'all thoughts about him defending himself? I thought he did an excellent job with that.
He did. He made the son and the dad look like they did it. And made
Exactly.
them look
Right.
crazy. He did what he did it for a reason. He made them look
Yeah.
crazy.
Those
He
closing arguments, and then when they was going back and forth, I had to even give Tommy credit at one point. I said, "Okay, I don't like you, but you
Mm-hmm.
did what you were supposed to do
Yeah.
there."
They
And
did.
when
Yeah,
he
they
beat
did.
back
when he
at
had
him,
on that thing
I
and
didn't
you
like
snap,
Tommy at all, but
and you
Mhm.
snap when he had him on the
Mhm.
stand. Oh, I thought that whole back and forth with them, it was like it was like it was like a fight of words. It was like a
Yes,
battle.
yes.
I just thought that part was awesome with them, the two of them going back and forth
I
with
think
that
that was
whole entire
incredible.
thing.
I think that was incredible acting. I think the whole court scene made me feel like I was actually in a court case.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody have any other thoughts about him testifying and the son when he had him on the stand? What was
To
your
be on
thoughts
that
on that,
stand.
Candy?
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. You go after her. You heard us, Candy?
Huh? Said it. I'm
I
sorry.
said, what was your thoughts about the son going on the stand and Rusty questioning the son and and stuff like that, and that whole back and forth with that, what type of suspense it caused? Just tell us everything.
I think he was a little
about that.
harsh. Like he was a little harsh on the boy because you know he didn't do it. But I mean, I guess you got to try to flip it and make everybody think that he did do it to try to clear yourself of it. But I think he was a little harsh on him as because he's a kid for one, and you know he didn't do it. But again, you know, I guess he was doing his job. So it was a little bit rough to me.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I get it. What's your take on it, Detroit?
Oh, yeah. So y'all think it was rough?
That's me.
I think he was kind of.
I don't think it was rough. No,
but I think I thought he deserved it.
He deserved it. I don't think it was rough at all.
I would have did the same thing. I don't care about that kid's feelings.
I don't care nothing about that kid.
I'm trying to save my life. I ain't worried about your feelings. If I think you killed your mama, I mean, unalive your mama, then I'm gonna make it seem like it.
And he was looking at the chance of doing 25 to life, I think.
Yeah, you got time.
So
he was doing his
job. To me, you have to have reasonable doubt. You have to have a doubt where they're not gonna think it could. We don't know for sure if it's you. Mm-hmm. It could be this person.
Hey, one more thing, Moochie. I don't know if y'all remember, but the defense, not the defense, but the prosecutor, he told the guy, he told him that kid don't need to be on the stand. He told him, he said, I don't think he should be on there. And he did it anyway.
That was I believe
his father was against it. To be honest, I wouldn't have let my son go up there because I wouldn't have wanted the person that's on trial to be questioning me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I would have said, no, sorry, I gotta find somebody else.
That was dumb to do that.
The judge was really careful with it too, because she was like, "Look, you have to be very careful with this." And then when he got out of line, she did check him.
I'm gonna tell you one more thing, y'all. The jury, this what the jury was thinking. Like, okay, we feel sorry for the kid. He lost his mama, but they told him to do the extra cry. And the jury don't like to be fooled. They were like, yeah, this kid ain't doing nothing but sitting there. He lying and he's showing. He just basically crying. He don't, and them tears. They don't believe them tears. So that was never a good look.
Yeah, you know another part that I liked when they was talking about possibly putting Rusty's wife on the stand, and they was telling her, "Oh no, this don't work, and you got to do it this way." And she read them down and said, "No, if I get up there, this is what I'm gonna say. I ain't got no time to be playing games." They was acting they behind off. This cast was good.
Incredible.
It was
acting.
A good cast.
Yeah,
and the daughter threw me for a loop at the end, though.
But what about them not using the fire poker? Like the girl put the fire poker in the man's house, and then
that part was funny too.
I like the fact that she did that. I was trying to figure out who did it at first.
Yeah,
I really thought. I didn't think it was Rusty. I thought it was actually Tommy planting that there to make it look like Rusty did it, and then I thought it was the son.
Dang, Moochie, how many times you get this? Yeah, this had you going. You switched up like 4 times.
Yeah, I switched up so many times.
I didn't switch up that many times
because I was just replaying stuff in my mind, and I was like, man, he could.
I kept switching too, though. I was making like little short videos on TikTok after each episode, and every time I came up, I was like, Tommy, I'm looking at your raggedy behind. And the next time it was the little guy, and the one with the forensic guy. Then I was saying, the son. I have an eye on him, so I definitely was like,
I switched about 3 or 4 times.
Covering for him.
I did think these two were in cahoots together, though. I did think these two was in cahoots together, and to me, they kind of was once he held back that evidence of the second sample.
And when the poker showed up in Tommy's house with that note, I thought it was the father.
Yeah.
Because of how he went off in the court. And I said, oh, he done pissed him off, and he came and broke in the house and left the poker.
So, Moochie, we talking about the whole season?
With Suburban.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I told you that once you went to the end, I said you opened the floodgates.
Oh,
yeah.
I said you opened the floodgates so we could go all over with it.
Oh, my bad, Moochie. I didn't mean to do that.
So what else you want to address right now?
Oh, my bad, Moochie. My bad.
It's okay. It's good because
and it wasn't me this time.
I told you it wasn't you. I look, no, y'all gonna have to go back and watch
y'all gonna have to listen to Moochie. She said it wasn't you, Inga. She said it was
Yep, I
Detroit.
said it wasn't you, Inga.
It was me. It was me. My
It was
bad. I
Detroit.
apologize.
He was running like Forrest Gump.
But this
Right.
was incredible. This series was incredible, though. But no, but now I want to. So since this is the whole season, I mean, series. So I mean, my man Rusty, he was on the stand. He did his thing, man.
I thought so too. I thought him, even though he was really confessing his love about Carolyn, I know his wife was embarrassed in that courtroom.
He had no choice but to do it because he had to sell it to the jury.
Yeah. I agree. He did have to sell
Kendall
it to
said
the
she
jury.
don't know how the daughter did all of this stuff.
Well, she didn't listen. When they break everything down,
that's what amazed me too, though. And
that's what amazed me about the
nothing.
whole reveal at the end.
Nobody noticed anything.
It was so, but if you think about it, though, I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say it, but you know that it started with an S and end with a K. That's what they good at doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about it. When the SKs, you know what I mean, when they don't, get caught for almost like 20, 15 years, is because they did it. They didn't expect the person to do it, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that person, they wouldn't expect this college kid.
Yeah,
to do that.
I mean, that's why I said they did this so lovely, because when he went in there and was saying to the wife, like, I know it was you, I understand, and don't worry. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, wait a minute. They killed it.
And because at first the wife thought he really did it. And he was like, no, I didn't do it. He said, I was basically covering for you. And she was looking weird, sweating like, what is she talking about?
Yeah,
but what got me was when they was sweating the bike off.
Too. Right.
And then when the daughter came out there and said it was her.
That was incredible, man. It was the way they laid it out and like executed it. You can't get mad at that. That's what you're supposed to do.
She took her mother's car there, though.
Yeah,
that's why he thought it was her.
Yeah,
because remember he went and tracked everything. I was like, dang. He said, and he felt like it was on. He said, this is on.
He was a good lawyer
because of my behavior. He was right though. It was on him because of his behavior.
And then the mother, and then his wife ain't had nothing to she. I think she lost respect for him, but then she kind of gained respect for him for the end, like to the fact that, okay, he cheated on me, but he was not going to allow me to go to prison if I really did it, because he went back to that house.
I also like the fact that he was like, we gonna ride this the rest of the way through, and you don't speak of this to no one.
Don't say nothing. You gotta take this. You gotta take this to the grave, man.
Right. The way he spoke to his daughter, I was glad that he did it like that. But he was even shocked that it was her.
Yeah, I was shocked. That was crazy. The way how they presented it.
Right. That just was really like, whoa. She went there, then she's gonna tell her like, oh, I'm pregnant and all that. Like that was just too much.
She earned her question. Let me ask y'all this question, because she did this to Carolyn, right? Did y'all understood why she did it, or did you sympathize with her, or did you think this little girl was crazy?
Moochie is the doggone David, man.
No, I think she I'm like asking questions. I think she blanked out for a minute.
She be deep diving. I'm like, I don't even be thinking all that stuff.
And she just went off. You know,
I ain't gonna hold you, Moochie. When I was looking at it, I try to get a kid some grace. So like, why did she do it? She felt her family wasn't being the family. She felt that
that's what she said. She said, "You messing up my family." That's what she said to the woman. Like, yo,
so that's why she got rid of her.
Oh no, okay, I remember, because I was about to say, how the hell did she tie her up like that? But she didn't. He came and
tied her up because of a case. He went back thinking it was his wife that did it, and they tied her up. That's how they did it.
And he thought he was covering up for the wife. Yeah.
When all of that happened, that's when I went back and revisit stuff. Where I
Yeah.
was like, when she had that first confrontation with him, and then when she said, "I'll go with you to court tomorrow," the day that the mother didn't go,
He said, "I
and he
sit
was
there.
like,
I
"You
sit there."
sure you can handle all of that?" And
She
that
was
was the
happy.
day they was gonna be showing everything, like the pictures and all of that other stuff, and the text messages.
Now that I think of it
Okay.
about it, the daughter is a stone cold because
She's
she
a
was in
stone
the
Yeah,
first
she's
cold.
season.
a stone. Yeah, she is like like the box.
Mm-hmm.
She like
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
because you
Yeah,
think about,
see,
hey,
I
think
feel
about it,
like the frosted
ladies.
flakes.
Think about it, ladies. How she so cold with it because she went to the court cases, right? And she
Yeah.
was sitting
Hmm.
there knowing she did it the whole time and didn't say nothing.
She has a
That's the crazy
she
part,
has a
yo.
dissociative disorder. Dissociative disorder. She can disassociate herself.
Right. The thing she was saying he had, she had.
She had it, and that's I know he probably was like, "Oh my
So
goodness."
I wonder what else she done.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What she
All
did
I know
though.
is I hope they ain't messing with her at that school. Cause she will be
Okay.
in, them people be in for it. Like, you know how they be having like the star cheerleader being the
Mm-hmm.
mean girl and stuff like that.
Talking
Be
about
on the
the
damn
kid be
bleachers, keep
talking about how they
playing.
did what's that horror movie Carrie?
Mm-hmm. Creepy Carrie, creepy Carrie.
Mm-hmm. You be under the bleachers, keep playing.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I figured we
Mhm.
addressed the whole thing because once we was going all over the place. But overall, I did like it. So are y'all gonna be back for next season?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
All
Hope they
right.
That's
don't take no
good.
3 years to do it, but let's get it.
So hopefully, look, I might be doing a different format where we don't have a whole bunch of screenshots and we just gonna come on here and talk about stuff after we did our little first thoughts on our own. So maybe we'll do
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Hey
Yeah, I'm
fellas, let
definitely
me let
looking
me.
forward to it. Because I think this was originally supposed to be a limited series, and I guess they
It
liked
was,
it
it
so
was.
much
It was
and
a
it did
limited. It
good,
is a limited series.
and
Yeah.
they
Yeah, they
decided to
liked it
do
so much
season
they
two.
decided to do a second
And
season.
I'm here for
No,
it.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
number one on
Hmm.
Apple
Uh-uh.
TV. Oh, it
They
Yeah,
Yeah,
was.
really
I
did a good
understand.
job.
they did the
Okay.
same thing for Hijack too.
Yeah.
Hijack was supposed to be
Hmm.
one
Yep.
season, not as
I'm
many
waiting on
second
that
But
to
I
come
seasons.
don't
back.
understand how they gonna
Yeah.
do a part two to that season because it was like, you're gonna have the same situation. How is that gonna be done? I
They
want to see how that works
gonna
out.
get in another airplane.
And
Hmm.
this series should tell all the fellas, man, it ain't worth cheating on your wife, man. You better leave
Okay,
alone.
so
You bet.
Suburbia said the way she was tied up, I knew a certain person had something to do with it. I thought it was the son because he probably was going in her apartment at first. Cause I was like,
Mm.
Dad, but I don't think that the wife is that strong to do that.
I
And then
think
I
this.
was thinking it was Tommy too doing it too because
Hmm.
he knows all of the cases.
The
Hey,
cases.
hey, Musha, you owning something about the son. I think the son followed the dad, like you said, and I think the son told his daughter, I mean his sister, where she lived at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then she went back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could have happened. And even when he went to see the guy in the prison that they already had convicted him for the other one that they were saying this was the copycat of, it,
Mm-hmm.
it was funny to me too that the guy was laughing at him like, oh, now the shoe's on the other foot. They getting you, huh? He was
Yeah,
just
so
playing
yeah, he
in his
did.
face.
so Suburbia Jones says, what if this was the same thing that happened in the OJ Simpson case involving his son Jason? I always believed that.
Oh yeah, I've always believed
I
that. Yeah.
always believed that.
Yeah,
They had like a
I don't
whole thing
believe
on
nothing they said
A&E
about that
about that.
OJ case at all. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah, I
man.
that's
do.
just
But
my
my wheels
opinion.
do be turning Detroit when I watch stuff. I'll go back
Oh
and revisit
yeah.
little scenes
Mm-hmm.
that I seen, and
It
I'll be
might be.
like, she
I
was
know you
dropping
do.
little Easter eggs here, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was.
definitely.
I
Because
think
when
it's time
he
for
first said he was going to the funeral and the son gave him a look, I automatically was like, wait a minute, what's going on
Mm-hmm.
with this son? I kept thinking of him, but the daughter slipped past me. She wasn't the first one to come to my mind.
dang, the daughter did
No, that
damage to the
she
old
wasn't the
girl
first
too,
one
though.
came
That
to
was
my
He beat
mind
the
crazy.
either.
crap out of her.
Hmm.
I said,
Yeah.
dang.
Right, Kenny. I'm like, dang, let her. I'm like,
She
dang,
beat her
why
back
you do that?
in. I said, dang. It's gonna do it like that? She was
I'm
playing
like,
whack-a-mole with that
dang.
lady.
What
She
the
beat her
heck?
down.
She beat her bad, man. That's I
Mm-hmm.
don't. That was net. I'm like, dang.
Maybe I wonder if if you know how you have if you got an iPhone, you can have the tracker on your phone, like for
Mm-hmm.
location. I wonder if that's how she found where the lady lived at because the brother went there and
They
she
did show the
probably
brother and her talking though. That's why I think she
she
went there
probably had a
too.
Yeah, he went on it and followed his dad on that bike, and he told his sister where she was at.
mm,
So she when she hit her with that thing when she was like, "Well, I'm gonna be around all the time now."
hmm.
I was
That
like, "Why would she tell that girl that?"
Yeah, man. And why is you telling that girl that you pregnant? Like that ain't her business.
Right.
Yeah, that was too much. I would have never been saying all that.
Yeah, she was
Mm-mm.
really insensitive to me. Like, like, yo, why? I guess she like, well, since you
She
came to
didn't
my
think
house,
she
you
was
gonna get
about
it
to get
off.
her head bashed.
And then what she should have did was you
That's
could have
not
just kept
funny.
playing. You could have kept playing her like, okay, you right. I'm sorry. You know what I mean. I'm gonna stay away from your dad. You know what I mean. You ain't had to tell her about the kid. Like,
Right.
dang.
Yeah, yeah, all of that conversation didn't even need to happen at all.
I agree.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right,
Yeah,
so
she didn't have to tell her that. You get what you get.
I was glad that y'all came on to cover this with me.
You
I thought
already know
this
we
was a
got you, Moochie.
Mm-hmm.
thank you. I thought this was a good episode, y'all. I mean, a
Moochie
good series.
Moochie I mean, I'm just thinking. I ain't saying Moochie did this, but when the kid end up you know what I mean, doing what she doing, Moochie was like, that's right, get her. He was cheating on your mama.
Oh, when she hit him the first time with that thing, I was like, oh, and then she kept going. Oh, I was just
Yeah, that
shocked.
was
I
crazy. I
just was
was in
like,
shock.
when
Mhm.
they went back and showed the reveal, yes, I was in shock. I was screaming at my TV. I wasn't like, get her though. I was just like, oh, shoot, I couldn't
I was
believe it was actually her. And then he came back and did that because he was like, it's on me. It's on me. I
Right.
got to fix it.
Hmm. And this whole time, through the whole process of him going through the trial and arguing with the wife, he thinking he covered for her. That was another part that blew my mind because he
Exactly.
really was. And then the
He
fact
was
that he
going
was
hard.
mad when she told him about the bartender, he had the nerve to be mad. I said, Rusty, you don't sit your behind down from me.
Right.
I said, how you gonna get mad
The
because she
nerve of
told you that
you.
she is the bartender and you out here confessing your
But
love
that's
to this
usually what
woman?
they do. That's
that
It
usually
was
how they
just
Nerve.
are.
over and over
They,
again. It
it's like
reminded me of Ghost when he said the comment
Mm-hmm.
about
man. I was just about to say
can't
that.
you
well,
have
that's a
some
lot of
sort
what
of
they do.
sympathy for me?
They feel like they can do what
I'm
they want to
grieving
do, but
the
you
love of
can't
my
do.
life.
Yep.
See, man, this is the thing.
Never really
I'm
got
not trying to talk about people writing,
two
but
pieces of
this
business.
is this is high level, like Mary Kingstown, Raising Canaan, Snowfall, this show, and True Detective. This is high level writing right here.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
You know what
agree.
I mean? Like this is high level type of
Absolutely.
writing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they deserve some awards. I thought the
Yeah,
writing was good, the
Oh,
cast
he
was good, the acting was good,
I
everything.
think it's gonna get a couple,
Jake.
quite
Hmm.
a few
Yeah.
oh
awards.
yeah.
I know it. I could see it getting the Golden Globe.
Yeah. Get some Emmys
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's getting them
Emmys
because
too.
Hmm.
it's
Because
very. It was well written, well
Hmm.
acted. Like everything was very good. Cinematography was good in this movie. It was very
Hmm.
good.
This
Hmm.
is
Yeah.
high level writing and high
And
level acting
production. Yeah.
and
Hmm.
production.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Kendall, I didn't never suspect Tommy's boss. I definitely thought Tommy though, but I
Oh
didn't
Oh,
think
yeah.
his
definitely
boss.
Tommy. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Hmm.
Tommy.
think it was him. I thought it was Tommy.
No, he
I
seemed
did
like
think it
he
was
might have
Tommy,
been part
and
of the alphabet community, so I never suspected him.
I thought it
So
was Tommy for the simple fact is he kept mentioning. Did you hear when his
yeah,
boss was mentioning the cat hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
And
They
then
ask
did
he
you.
talk
went
about
and
that
ripped
cat
the
hair,
the
and he had a
office
whole
where
bunch
they
of
had the thing on
cats.
the walls, where they had like the cases that they won, and then he flashed back to a case she won, and he ripped the thing off the wall. He just, I don't know, it was a lot of weird stuff with him. So
Hey,
I
Yeah,
let
he
me.
kept
do.
thinking it was.
When the girl came up from the one we was talking about, where she seemed like she already said she hated Carolyn. She
Hmm.
seemed like when he said that part about he gave her ick
Yeah.
when
Hey, let
Carolyn
me.
said that. He
Can I
do.
ask y'all two
Cause look
questions?
how he
Shifted
look like he
everything
look
too.
creepy.
Can I,
He
ladies?
did
Can I,
too.
ladies? Can I ask y'all two questions though? I
Mhm.
Go
think the
ahead.
daughter. I think the daughter did right by not telling him right away that she did it, because if she would have said I did it,
Yeah.
he would have took the charge. But the second thing, if he would have got it was not guilty, I think his daughter would have confessed to get her father but out of jail. Y'all think I'm reaching with that?
Not really.
Yeah, I could
I
see
think
that.
I gotta go out and come back in because I'm frozen. I can't even
Okay.
move right
We
now.
see you.
Okay.
I
We
see
Yeah,
see
you.
but I can't move nothing on the screen.
Oh, okay.
it's a
Okay.
and it's a delay too, by the way, y'all.
Oh, there we go. Let me
Mm.
see if it's working now because it wasn't working a
Yeah,
couple minutes
sometimes
ago.
that happens with the delay.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
it's. I might have to. I'm gonna have to come out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't even do it.
Oh wow.
Uh, all right, so I guess we're gonna round it up to here because if I hit, I don't even know if I hit the end button if it's gonna work. So I might have to just shut my whole thing down though, because I'm trying to move stuff and it's not moving right now. Oh
Okay.
You know,
man,
that's
damn.
happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see how I'm gonna work this. I'm gonna click off
Well,
and come back in, y'all.
Okay.
okay. We'll be here. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, I enjoyed it.
I
I,
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed this one. And I wasn't even gonna watch it. I was like, nah, we
well,
already had
I
the
knew I was
movie.
gonna
Why
watch
they
it. I
doing
just didn't
this?
watch it immediately when
And
it first
then
came on. Then I
I
just binge
said,
watched
let me
it.
go
Once.
ahead.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it. I had to watch it again because I know Moochie was saying she was gonna recover it. But
Mm-hmm.
I
I
only
was
looked at it
watching
one
this in
time.
Mary Kingstown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only watched it once, but it is definitely worth going back. It's a good, like Candy
Mm-hmm.
mentioned earlier, it's a good rewatch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
replay value gonna be
Oh
on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rip, man.
Yeah.
replay value. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Mm-hmm.
definitely watch it again and again because
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
you're gonna you're gonna see something that you didn't see the first time, or you
Right.
because you so
Exactly.
stuck
Every
yeah.
on
time
one
you probably
person,
I might
notice
go back
you
and
something.
missing
rewatch it one
something.
day. I just haven't
Mm-hmm.
All right,
you
I'm back, y'all. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
I think
But
every time you watch it, you will notice something different.
Uh-huh. And then you
exactly.
can
That's
pick up
what
on certain behaviors of the other people
Mm-hmm.
that that you didn't pick up on the first time.
Right.
that's what when I
Hmm.
went back to take my screenshots and take notes, that's when I was noticing certain parts.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I mentioned it and things like that. I
Hmm.
did have a good time covering this though, because this
Yeah,
was
we
like
did too.
This was
suspenseful.
good, man.
I
Yeah.
wish I could have did episode by episode.
This what we
Mm-hmm.
need, though,
I
man.
just
We
binge
need
watched.
balance.
I waited till they finished dropping all of
Hmm.
them, and I just watched it all at one time.
This
Right.
what we
Yeah,
and
I
Moochie,
remember you
this
said
what we
that.
need. This what we need though, a balance of shows like this. Like I remember, like that's why I love not right now because there's too many of them. But it kind of gave me the feeling of a low key of a Law and Order or whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hmm.
We need that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I agree.
Yeah. Only reason why I was skeptical is because y'all know I be tired of the remakes, but I know that, like I said, I'm a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. I figured he was gonna do good. And I remember I was telling people about it when I did my what you should be watching. So it was like I knew it was on the list. I was eventually gonna get to it, but it wasn't something that I felt like I had to rush to. But then once I started watching it, it was like, okay, yeah, y'all got me. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stop. I'm gonna see how this thing gonna play
Exactly.
out. And I thought they did it good. I like the way they didn't do it exact like the movie. They had their own twists and turns. Like everything was good as far as I'm concerned. I ain't got no complaints.
Hmm.
All right. So, and I'm gonna lead off with you. What you got going on your channel, boo?
To me.
Yeah, you just rolling
I
with,
am
with everybody,
yeah,
right?
I'm rolling with the ladies. Y'all gonna see me around the YouTube streets covering what is it? Reasonable Doubt,
Uh-huh.
Family
Oh,
Business,
Friday.
and
We're
Oh,
this
doing
I
that
just
at
finished
nine
that
oh,
on
I'm doing
today.
Friday.
like
Bel
Deliverance
Air.
is at the end of the month. And what was the other one? Supremes. I know I want to talk about that too. And then Bel Air. I'm gonna be. I may not do reviews of every single episode. Detroit, you were supposed to be doing lives and telling me when, and you ain't said a word. But
Y'all ain't
that's
hear me.
okay.
Hey, y'all ain't hear. I
Yes,
was out of
Kendall.
town though, but y'all didn't. If y'all want a brother to come up there on Monday, let me know.
All right.
But I know I do want to be talking about that too, because Bel Air, they got a lot of mess
Hmm.
going on that I'm into.
Right. All
And
right.
that's it for now. And the Love at the Lockup, of course.
Okay. What you got going on, Candy?
I just did the Ruthless Roundtable episode 4. Episode 5 drops tomorrow, so we'll be doing that next Wednesday. Friday, I'll be doing the Family Business with EJ, Tamika, and Tika. We'll be doing that Friday at 8. No, at 9. I think 9. I'm not sure. And then Sunday, Love and Marriage Huntsville with Monique 69 Ways Johnson and Inga. And I'll do something, probably do something this weekend. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing, but just keep your notification bells on. Like, share, and subscribe. On the road to 500. I think I'm at 460 now.
All
I think.
right.
I
Okay.
just need 40 more people to
watch
just
out
tap
now.
on the subscribe button to get
You
your
hit
girl,
that like
you
button.
know, keep
Okay.
moving,
Everybody's
you know?
link is in the description. What you
Thank
got
you,
going on,
Auntie.
Detroit?
Bel Air. You know what I mean? You know, I'm Viv looking good. I like that though. Viv looking good, but don't
I
make
see.
that mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to see. I just don't want to see no cheating. Can we get to a show
Yeah,
where
I
no
agree with
man,
you
no woman
there.
I'm
cheat?
telling you, and now
Yeah.
Please, God.
yeah,
That's all I ask
Yeah,
for.
I'm with that too.
I'm gonna get to
Mhm.
throwing somebody in the flames if they start cheating.
Don't do that to us. Don't. And then me and Inga
Yeah.
supposed to be doing Hernandez story. Moochie, if you want to
Okay.
come,
Yeah,
if you
I'll
want to
come
do it
on
with
with
us,
that. If
Yeah.
we want to,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, no, Moochie,
Okay.
come on with us when we do it. We got to
All
figure
right.
out.
So what you
yeah.
got going on, Ginger Snap?
I may try to throw a video up or something tomorrow, but I can't guarantee that. But just keep it, just watch the community tab because I always will post something there if I do something. I ain't really got nothing going on. No, really, I ain't really got nothing going
All
on.
right. So keep y'all
Yeah.
notifications on.
Mhm.
Please be sure to come through and check us out Friday. We will be talking about Reasonable Doubt at 9:05 p.m. So thanks for coming out, y'all. God bless and have a
bless.
good night, y'all. And
All right.
thank y'all for coming through.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl. Ew.